It's over. Do you understand? In that profession, once you ascend to where Conor has ascended to, he's probably worth a couple $100 million. Now to set that aside, you know what? I'm gonna get it out the mud. I'm in the trenches, and I'm gonna go train, and I'm gonna get kicked in the mouth. I'm gonna get elbowed, knock my teeth out. Do you understand how hard that is?
There's no check for $250 million. So he kind of went right down the list of joking. He's kidding. You're not supposed to believe any of that to be true.
Conor McGregor has fired a harsh warning at Logan Paul ahead of their upcoming fight, claiming he'll make $250 million from it. McGregor revealed in December that talks for a possible boxing match with Paul in India were in the early stages. He stirred things up further last week by responding to rumors of a $500 million fight deal, posting an Indian flag and heart emoji. According to Fightbook MMA, both McGregor and Paul are expected to earn $250 million each as part of India's big tourism campaign, Visit India. Conor McGregor has revealed exactly how much he'll earn for his fight with Logan Paul, tweeting on X that it's $250 million. The tweet included a picture of Paul in WWE gear and an Indian flag. Since breaking his leg against Dustin Poirier at UFC 264 in July 2021, McGregor, 36, hasn't competed in MMA. He was supposed to fight Michael Chandler at UFC 303 in June 2024, marking his comeback. But the fight was cancelled after McGregor hurt his toe. This fight is part of a major promotion tied to India's tourism campaign. Conor McGregor's return to the octagon became even more complicated after an injury during a sparring session, and attempts to reschedule his fight fell through. In November, his comeback was further delayed when a court in Dublin ruled that he was liable for misconduct. Nikita Hand won her legal case against McGregor, and he was ordered to pay $248,600 and $3 in compensation. In one of the biggest crossover events in combat sports, McGregor only fought once inside the boxing ring against undefeated legend Floyd Mayweather, who entered with a perfect 4-9-0 record and left with 5-0-0. The showdown between McGregor and Mayweather promised an eye-watering $410 million prize, which was split between the two fighters. McGregor earned around $130 million, while Mayweather took home $280 million. At the time, it was the biggest purse ever offered for a fight. However, if McGregor's claims are true, his fight with Logan Paul could break that record. Paul's boxing career hasn't been as notable as his brother Jake Paul's, who fought Mike Tyson in front of 72,300 fans in Texas and attracted 60 million viewers on Netflix last November. Logan Paul previously fought Mayweather in the ring in June 2021, going several rounds without an official winner being declared. The 29-year-old also faced off against his former rival, now business partner, KSI, in two intense bouts in 2018 and 2019, which helped kick off the YouTube boxing trend. Paul's only professional boxing match so far ended in a split decision loss after he was penalized 2 points for hitting KSI while he was on the ground. Recently, an industry insider revealed that talks are underway for a potential boxing showdown between Conor McGregor and Logan Paul. The fight between Conor McGregor and Logan Paul is tentatively set for April 2025, with the UFC playing a key role in the negotiations. After McGregor's leg injury during his July 2021 UFC 264 bout with Dustin Poirier, he hasn't returned to combat sports. In the summer of 2024, McGregor's much-anticipated return seemed close when UFC officials announced he would headline UFC 303 against Michael Chandler. However, he pulled out of the fight shortly after the announcement, citing a toe injury. McGregor's recent posts on X suggest the Paul fight is close to being finalized, but many fans are still skeptical about the UFC's stance on the matchup. In the latest episode of the Misfits News podcast, hosts Ben Davis and Beal discussed the McGregor vs. Paul match. Beal revealed that the UFC had been involved in the negotiations, and the authorities were eager to see the fight happen by April this year. He shared that deep negotiations were underway, with both Conor McGregor and Logan Paul expressing interest in the bout. Beal mentioned that they were targeting April for the fight, and that the UFC was also part of the discussions, with everything seemingly moving in the right direction.
It is 80% likely to happen. Now, Ben, there's a couple things that interest me. April and the UFC.
Yeah, I think the big conversation here was that Dana White and the brass would have to be involved for this to occur, much like they were with the Floyd Mayweather fight, which is kind of funny because Dana has stated several times, I believe, that he would never do this again. This co-promotion, this boxing, endeavor just was not worth it to him. But it seems like, yeah, they might be locked and loaded to do it again. And April April 2025. That's a lot sooner than I think most people would have guessed. But, again, the rights are up for the UFC. We don't know where they're going to be headed.
Chael Sonnen's criticism of the McGregor vs. Paul fight raises important questions about the motivations behind such high-profile matchups, especially when they seem driven more by publicity than sportsmanship. With the Ambani family's increasing presence in global sports, it's clear that they have the resources to make it happen, but whether this fight will be the right move for them remains up for debate. What do you think about this potential showdown? Let us know in the comments below. And if you don't want to miss any updates, make sure to hit that subscribe button.